No, I go home sometime this week only to find my little corner flooded. I mean, how can a little corner upstairs flood when it hadn't rained? Well, I can only say congratulations to our plumbers. Some of them do wonders, such that the sewer from someone else's kitchen upstairs can find its way through yours and spill around and all of that. I spent the next 45 minutes mopping the floor. The thing was getting a bit annoying for me, so I called landlady's Lebanese or Indian plumber. I don't even know. I just hear him talk, and it sounds like one. That's a story for another day, entirely different story. But I couldn't get as angry as I wished. Before I could get there, I began thinking about the fact that besides having to spend time mopping, I didn't really lose anything. So I tried to put myself in the shoes of victims of the wildfloods. 9 to 10 hours of rains. Imagine your certificates, pictures of memories with your family, all washed away, like your hard cash, your license, your passport, your birth certificate. Are you now going to go to Birth and Death to get another one, Lawu, for you? In fact, not only is your mattress just wet with rainwater, it's probably washed away. Yeah? And I've been thinking about the nursing mothers too, those with babies at home. How did they cope and how are they coping, especially when the floodwaters rose to their window levels and things, And people's farms, that is their only source of food and some coins, all of that gone. And the road that even connects the region to the other is also terminated. Hey, eto adesai, eto bomoy. Wow. Hello, Honorable Herikote, Nakai. While I said Kweku from Paul, he has managed to sneak in to play his role as health minister like nothing ever happened. Very neatly, I'm happy for him. More jobs for the Goro boys. Deals are coming. I also need to give Asantua at our programs department special mention. She says I should call the kissing father Amoah Kissi, because of how he warned the girls first before he kissed them forcefully. So Father Amoah Kissi, some of your old students say you have been a hard guy, not today, for a year. But this one, dear, you have crossed Kabul, you have outcompeted the Taliban, and you have collected your eyes. What do you need so? Guys, do you remember like 3 weeks or so ago, I asked if the Galamsey fight has been won, Anna, because for some time, since the media didn't make the Galamsey thing its focus, it appeared we've won the fight. Did you remember? When I served you a glass of Don Galano. Anyway, don't worry. We have won the fight, okay? We have... In fact, I win. Welcome to the show. This is Backpage on CCTV. My name is Caleb Kuda. There was a bizarre story about armed robbers robbing an anti-robbery police squad. Well, it turned out the robbers didn't really rob the newly formed anti-robbery squad as was reported. So what really happened? What was the exact true picture? I'll give you all the details very soon. For now, let me hop on to perhaps the most bizarre story of the week involving Father Amoah Kissi for purposes of our discussion. Amoah Kissi, you understand the name, right? Now watch this. Now, I've read one of the ladies say she felt her virginity was broken. Now, that's how tragic it gets. Yeah? And she may have to live with that for a very long time. And that may mess her up. Now, for it to be broken in public, captured on video, and at no other place than in a church, on the pulpit, no, Master, or the broker. Actually, the name of the father is Reverend Father Balthazar or Bing Labi. Honestly, it's the first time I'm hearing the name Balthazar. And when I was reading the news on radio this week, I skipped the Balthazar straight to Father Obilabi because if I had tried, maybe I would have said Reverend Father Balagaza. No, then the next thing, I beg you play screw phrase, oh mama no kolenge because Balagaza there. And this screw phrase now. Well, so authorities of St. Monica College of Education say, wait dear. Monica, Momonia Boka. So they have relieved Reverend Father Amoah Kissi of his position. He's no longer the chaplain nor the lawyer of the school. I learned he's part of the Ashanti Regional GES Disciplinary Committee. Some people say discipline, no, atosium. But back to the name Balthazar, I want to tell you something about it. Some research done points to the fact that one of the 3 wise men who went to gift baby Jesus the precious gifts was named Balthazar. Yeah, this is like by the Western Church as far back as the 8th century. That's interesting. 3 wise men, one of them was Balthazar. In our day, Father dear, he chose 3 wise virgins. And he chose to engage them, with gifts, which could have ended up with 3 deadly killers. 1, maybe COVID-19. 2, Ebola. Or the other one, the one starts with M, Marburg or something like that. What I don't get, though, is whether he's being sacked or he's just relieved of his position. We hear the girls, the ladies, I should say, the women, because they're teacher trainee students, right? We hear they're being counseled, right? And that's great. Because you could tell, particularly for the 3rd girl, she was almost traumatized. It was crazy. But Kofi Asare of Africa Education Watch, he believes that the police should be keeping father company for some time.
A leader in a public secretary institution is justifying conduct on religious grounds. The Ghana Teacher Education Commission has acknowledged receipt of our petition. They have assured us of their action on our petition because we believe that such an investigation and possible sanctions and determination of what we have requested them to do should be made by an external body, not an internal body.
Okay, let's see how that goes. Now to whether or not robbers robbed the anti-robbery squad. Neil Amate Kanakudop MC, are you there? What really happened?
Police in the Eastern region are on a manhunt for some armed robbers who shot into a police service vehicle with license plate number GP146 that was transporting a police anti-armed robbery task force to various checkpoints at Etukrom near Bunsu. According to the police, the armed robbers were getting ready to lay ambush at Etukrom to rob unsuspecting victims, but on seeing the service vehicle, they shot into the vehicle and immediately took to their heels after the personnel returned fire. This was the same place where on June 6th, armed robbers robbed 5 tomato traders at gunpoint and made away with 8,500 Ghana cedis cash, and later shot a lady named Victoria in the head and shoulder, killing her instantly.
Wow. Now this is serious. They robbed 5 tomato traders at gunpoint in June this year, made away, with 8,000 Ghana cedis and shot a lady in the head. They were going to lay ambush again. So upon seeing the police, they shot at them and then fled. This, ladies and gentlemen, is seriously disturbing. Luckily, none of the police fell victim to the shots. And yes, the police has vowed to take the robbers down and safeguard lives and properties. Before then, Charlie, these robbers are wicked, brutally wicked. Hey!
On May 24 this year, about 8 armed men blocked a section of road on the Koforidia Tafu stretch at 5 a.m. and robbed and injured several passengers who are to be taken to the Tafo Government Hospital and the St. Joseph's Hospital in Koforidua. On 13th of August, there was an incident at Afram Place where traders and other passengers were robbed of their valuables. The next day, a fuel station close to the Asinema waterfalls on the Edukrom stretch in the Okra district was attacked and robbed. A week before that, 2 pastors of the Church of Pentecost and other passengers were also robbed in the Asaman Kissi area. On August 5th this year at 3 a.m., some armed men attacked a food vendor opposite the Esuom Clinic and shot one person in the head with an AK-47 assault rifle.
Hey, they are ruthless. Oh. The guys over Tama. Oh, it's a wicked nation. It's a wicked thing. They didn't even spare my own Pentecost pastors. They attacked them too. Now, if you are one of the robbers watching me right now, calm down. My brother, my sister, give your life to Christ. Because what is coming new, What is coming new? Don't say I didn't warn you. Stop feasting yourself with robbery money. No.
They are also sending a very strong warning to those criminals that they can continue to run, but they can't hide. We will chase them to their hideouts and even to places where they dispose of their process of crime.
Abai, more vim to you. And please, if you live in the eastern region and you have some relevant information, give it to the police so that we can face ourselves together. Sebia, one of the armed robbers, Uncle Louis is your boyfriend. He's been giving you some momo, small. My sister, close your eyes and report him to the police because he won't change today, he won't change tomorrow. And tomorrow you could be the target if he's not getting the money. Oh, that's all. Yo. One other thing that has robbed the world of so much peace, lives, businesses, but giving a chance to a few people to be richer is coronavirus. Thankfully, though woefully inadequate, we have received vaccines for protection. Remember when the president said this? See if you remember.
The COVID has been a challenge to all the countries of the world, and Ghana is no exception. So we've vaccinated nearly 1 million people. Our target is to vaccinate 20 million people by the end of the year. And the 20 million means effectively vaccinating the entire adult population of the country. We are a country of some 30 million people. And if we are able to vaccinate some 20 million people by the end of the year, it would have meant that we would have vaccinated the adult population. The delays in getting the vaccines, of course, have been a little troublesome.
Yeah. Ambitious. Our target as a country is to vaccinate 20 million out of the about 30 million population. Not by 2024, but by the end of 2021. Mind you, we've not started producing one drop of a vaccine yet. But we are in August, okay? And in a week and some days, we should start the months. I mean, September, October, November, December, and the bus, right? So 4 months into the end of the year, towards the end of the year, with an ambitious 20 million target, how many vaccines have we received Ghana beyond? How many have we received as a country so far? We have done less than 1.8 million vaccinations, from what Jonas Nyabo helps me put together. I'm understanding we've not done up to 1.8 million yet. That means we have about 18.2 million more to go. Some may say if you couldn't do 10 million, half of that, even in 8 months, can you do, say, 15 million in just 4 months? Well, government says, look, guys, we've taken 4 more to do more for a purpose. 4 months, we can do more. Understand?
We are expecting also very soon, maybe before the end of the month or early September, another 249,600 AstraZeneca, which is also coming from Europe. And we are also expecting Pfizer. As you are aware, we have improved our cold chain system. So we can store and deploy ultra cold chain vaccines. So we are expecting 1,229,670 Pfizer for the first time in this country. And we are also expecting Moderna recent, which we also got to know about it only last week.
So, when is the Pfizer and Moderna coming? What's the delivery window for Pfizer?
We are hoping, and we know, you don't want to tell anybody until we get the actual expected time of arrival. When we got the expected time of arrival for AstraZeneca yesterday, it landed yesterday. The Pfizer and the Moderna, which also 1,229,620, is also expected anytime before the month and this month ending or early September.
I love the vim. Honestly, I love the vim of this government and the miracles it has performed so far. That's the same miracle that will be performed with the Agenda 111 hospital projects. Those of you who can dream enough, those of you who don't dream enough, you don't dream enough, and anyone who asks questions and things based on past, you're a critic, you're a professional Jeremiah. Do you remember that tag? Critics and professional Jeremiah. I will show you some of the professional Jeremiahs very soon. But while we struggle to get all the vaccines we need, some Ghanaians say they said they will get vaccinated. I go
no wo bi ene ko ba wo temu kokura be ne ne go wo fin wo yi oni ne ke no wo ta shi ne ke wo gba asan ne ke no wo ya wo ba mugo na ko no go bi ene wo min kwa mi ken kwa na ke ina ke mugo nose mask alo we ko bi ene mugo we ko ehien po ye kotokun mi po no e won kotokun na ino won kotokun mi amakwe ino na no won kotokun mama bobu ọmọ nje mi ngbe abu ne oni ke yenye mamu de manye ma viede so bi na ke ona ke hela egbe membi ame male gbe fun ani wota wo fanu wo yin se age wa gun ko se ame male no ko kura be egbe
na wa hu obi a wo nyale awa no maduro da obi nyale so won ko no maduro onyi mi nyale o mudi bi ba ha me manwo se me nyale de ntina me ngo wo pan de ntina se o se nose mask so wo pan de ntika hu ya se o be se nose mask ba wo pan o sa se nose mask ye ne ye hu ye de 24/7 na me bo e ho ban wa ha no yale bie no ho panifo ne dada ye o ma we mu o mo kan no kura nkire ye de akoro mo be so ba mi ye hu so
I'm lost for words. I say panzi abewa menka from you fui ampa. Ironically, while some Accra people who have who say, well, let me just put it right. While some of those who have said they don't want, in the voter region, those who don't have say they want, no get, no want. Yeah.
It's heartbreaking and then so alarming that voter region is not really getting the vaccine as to how the other regions or the other parts of the countries are getting it. I would say that we have gotten part of it when the COVID started from the beginning, but then it's not everybody that was vaccinated, and then mostly to our own self, we are really scared as to if we should go for it or we shouldn't go for it. But then now that the second dose is in, voter region is being neglected. We are not getting it as compared to Greater Accra and then Kumasi.
Well, guys, take it easy because the good news is Grandma Tina Na Ayele Mensah, Wejagbawe's finest, Ghana's best deputy health minister yet, unprecedented. Well, she has promised that Obia Bedidi, because you know why? Edidija, ene Edidija, ene emunane nam. My God.
I believe what came recently, I was the one that received it. It wasn't that enough to cover all the hospitals. So the Ghana Health Service, they did their best by looking at various areas that they can send there. And I'm amazed at the number of people even turning out for this vaccination, because formerly there was an apathy that people didn't want to even vaccinate, but now it is like there was a rush on it. So, but I empathize with them that they feel they are also hopeful that the vaccine should come there, but you can't. You have a limited number of vaccines. You can't take it to everywhere. But the director, DJ, that is the director general, told me there is some which is coming soon. So I believe very soon we'll cover our other areas.
Are you saying that the ones that are coming, the different vaccines that are coming will go?
It will reach out them. It will go to other areas as well. I think that one is enough. I mean, it's more than what we recently took delivery of.
Fellow Ghanaians, mother of all nations, Tina Na Ayele Mensah there. Now, when we return from this break, Madam Tina Mensah's boss, Kwaku Frimpong, he has sneaked himself back into office through the Agenda 111 window. Stay with me.
City TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. City TV, it's your world.
Great to have you again. Welcome from that break. UTAG has called off its strike, awaiting the fulfillment of promises made by the government, else they hit the Control Z button, right? Now, before they took that decision, the NDC children in KNUST held a press conference. I feared if UTAG members heard them, they may never return to the class again. Hey! Fear.
It is evident that the government, through its nonchalant demeanor, does not wish for our lecturers to restore their indispensable service so that normality can return to the academic front. We are giving the government a week on this issue. If they don't come out and negotiate properly with our lecturers, we will also come outside to demonstrate against the government on these negotiations that they are having with our lecturers, who equally functions as our fathers on campus.
Unallowed words. My God. Now let's turn our attention to the future is bright. Let's turn our attention to her. Someone tweeted last week that he looks forward to the day I won't mention Terminator on Backpage. Honestly, I was hoping to honor that wish. Then, boom, Terminator. He landed.
The Roads and Highways Minister, Mr. Kissi, and some high-ranking officials of the ministry today embarked on an emergency trip to the Upper West region to assess the extent of damage caused by last Friday's floods. Addressing the media after the tour, the Roads Minister said government considers the incident as a national catastrophe and would thus mobilize resources to get the roads fixed in record time.
On behalf of His Excellency the President, I want the people of this region to know that it's not a regional matter. This is a national matter and is going to be treated as such. It's an emergency situation and it will be given an emergency treatment.
Hey! You have to catch up. Terminator, I trust you. Just that an NDC MPB, he said your promises are empty. Me, I was warning him to shut up. Because if they angry you, they won't tolerate indiscipline. We'll terminate it. No, but Terminator, don't allow that to get to you. Okay, me, I trust you. So do this for my friend. Otherwise, if Anas and what is his name, when they are going to their hometown, they can't cross the gutter to their house. I beg, do this for us. We beg you. Now, Kwaku Agyeman Menu, aka Kwaku Frimpong, Ghana's legendary health minister, he's back. He's back with the bag because Black Sheriff said, "Where to Kwembrefie Brefie ni atwenwo na marijuana bebrebe ye gwa to me zenu ye akwana say ye akwana say na go report the assembly. Indeed, the agenda is big.
All of these projects we did shortcutting because we have had cabinet and parliamentary approvals, and finance has given us the go ahead to start work. And I believe Mr. Nkansa will give us an update on all these projects and what it is. The good news is that all that we have to do on these projects have not been completed, and within the next 2 weeks, government alone is mobilizing to 12 different sites, Shama and La. Next week, we will see work, even now, preliminary works ongoing in these places. And so the cry of, we haven't started, we are not doing nothing, can't be actually taken seriously.
Listen, I sincerely love it, and I hope it all materializes because we deserve it, right? But as fellow Ghanaians will say, the critics and the professional Jeremiahs, they know.
The hospitals are there, they are not finished. And you've had 4.5 years to do it. Now, whatever the reasons are, what it tells us is that there are delays in these things. And therefore, to come out with 111 hospitals, very ambitious project, and we'll all clap if it can be done. But if you stand a chance of doing 20, I'm telling you that after 18 months or 2 years, you are 20, you still have failed. You shouldn't have had 20 because you have 111 on the books.
It's only as an afterthought that suddenly they realize that, we must be doing some infrastructure. So Agenda 111 has been conjured. There's no transparency how the money is going to be, procured and all that.
Professional Jeremias, you will have your say. The king will have his way. Thank you.
I believe the one who succeeded in, who came to succeed in by natural order in the hierarchy there, has not demonstrated sufficient quality, independence of view. For instance, he's responsible for something that is unheard of in our history, the 12 statutory reports that have to be compiled and placed before Parliament in the year of Parliament. This is the first time it has ever been done.
Oh, long live the king. Long live the king. But fellow Ghanaians, people are asking, sir, Patrol, Auditor General, where they fit surcharge, they fit go court, want money, they fit go take and give us, just they give us big figures where people thief there or misapplied there. That one, Sabio, it be Auditor General. But me, I say don't mind them. Fellow Ghanaians, don't mind them. See, we have a new guy, we see him, we love him, we buy him. Finish! Guys, we have to go. But listen, 2 MPs, 1 NDC, 1 MPP, they were involved in some deadly accidents, I'm telling you. Luckily, because their cars are $100,000 bought by your taxes with tax waivers and things, to the glory of God. Come on, lift up your hands, bless the name of the living God. They all survived on 2 things. Those V8s, Paco, Mr. you and I, we won't get it for full like that. Maybe not in our lifetime. So let's be mindful because Abobo Yakura scratcher. If you go to hospital, you may not get bed to sleep, or you don't have contact. You can't call anybody. You understand? So if you are doing that, you have to be careful. Lastly, one of the things you can get as a citizen of Ghana is the vaccine. What I say. We don't know. So even if you don't believe the thing, go there and drink some. Vaccine, go and drink some. Because only God knows by the time everything is done, only God knows what we are missing. You understand? Or you don't understand? Okay. Go and drink some more. Go and drink some. This is where I can say that peace be unto you. You can call me Father Caleb for now.